Welcome back to the Asylum. I'm Kane.
And I'm Jasean.
And we are the Arkham Inmates. And happy Friday once again. It is another beautiful Friday, and we are going to be fan casting for another superhero. We are going to be fan casting for Iron Man. In the comics, he was known as the Invincible Iron Man. I don't know when they dropped that.
In the comics, he's known as a fucking pussy.
He's known as an asshole. Actually, a lot of the times,
stop talking to me.
Stark is a fucking
Team
asshole.
Iron Man, bitch. Fuck,
we ain't even gonna go down that route.
Fuck, nigga.
No, Iron Man was right.
Bitch ass nigga.
He was right in the beginning.
That's why they got rid of the Accords, because he was so right.
He was right in the beginning.
Yeah.
They needed to be regulated. That's how it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to build a suit around the world.
Yeah.
And look what happened. Thanos fucked them all.
Yeah.
If that suit was around the world, Thanos wouldn't have.
Dude, they would have walked through if that suit was around the world.
Nope. It'd have been fine. Ultron would have taken care of fucking Thanos. We've already seen it. We've already seen it before. What if?
Yeah, we also saw it in Ultron. Avengers 2. Look what fucking happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, we are going to be fan casting for the Invincible Iron Man, and we are going to be getting right into it. Alright, so you already know how this goes. I go first, Jasean goes second, and we see who's got the best story. So, let's get right into it. So, for my Iron Man movie, it's called Iron Man Crimson. Here is my movie. Stark is having a charity auction where he's giving away some of his original prototypes and blueprints for his first couple of Iron Man suits, when all of a sudden a man shouts out, "Murderer!" and aims a gun at Stark. He fires and hits Stark right in the chest, but luckily, Stark has his suit bulletproof, and the man is arrested and brought for questioning. He says that his client wanted Stark dead for the murder of his client's son. Tony doesn't remember murdering anyone, let alone someone's kid. When the police station gets hit with a big missile, Stark calls out his suit to attach him and flies out to the rubble, only to meet face to face with a weird version of one of his old suits, completely red, at least twice as big. The faceplate opens up and he sees an old, rugged man. "Your father died before I can enact my revenge, and then you murdered my boy. I shall return the favor to the man that killed my son," in a thick Russian accent. He then flies away faster than any of Tony's suits can go. How will Tony defeat this foe and figure out who he is and who his son was? Fuck you, bro. You can play these little games of, boring, shit story, whatever you want. That was good.
What was the story?
So, I am kind of pulling off of 3 different things. I wanted to do somewhat of a sequel to Iron Man 2 with Ivan Vanko with his father, Anton Vanko. Now, I know in the MCU...
Where's my birth? My birth. Where's my birth?
But I know in the MCU his father dies in the beginning, and that's what leads Ivan to go for revenge. But in this one, I want his father to just be in prison and just like kind of stuck in Russia. And then after Iron Man 2 happened in my universe, like Ivan dies and he commits suicide, you know, blowing himself up, and he blames Stark for it. So Anton takes one of the suits with whiplashes, like the arc reactor, and makes the Crimson Dynamo. So my main villain is Crimson Dynamo. My cameos, I'm gonna have Rhodey in it, not as War Machine, just Rhodey, like kind of just in it. General Ross and Nick Fury. Okay. So just more at the auction, General Ross is there, Rhodey's there, Nick Fury's there, and they're just there for him at the auction. And then later on, when he's trying to figure out who Crimson Dynamo is, he uses like Shield's computers. Nick Fury helps him, kind of like small little roles like that. And then for my actual cast, so keeping it like we did when we did fan casting for the Avengers, I'm keeping it within my universe. So Iron Man is still David Cornsweet. I really love that look for him. Right build, right height, just perfect. I can see him as Stark. Then I have for Pepper Potts, she's gonna be mainly in the movie, just always there, kind of how like the Iron Man movies are. So I didn't want to put her as cameo. She's not gonna be in it a lot, but she's still there with Tony. So I have, and like I said with the Avengers fan cast we did, so Amy Adams as Pepper Potts, just keeping it like that. Then I have Jarvis, which I actually wanted to do. Jarvis, I wanted to switch the voices. I wanted Michael Caine.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So him to be just like, he's like, "Jarvis, please make my repulsor beam more," and he's like, "All right, sir. I'll do that for you, sir." Like more of that, like, because like I think of Jarvis as Alfred for Batman. So
100%.
I would love to hear like Michael Caine's voice as like Jarvis. I really like Visions. I think he did a good job. The guy that plays Vision, I forgot his name.
Paul something.
Yeah, but I really like is Michael Caine's voice. Rhodey, Winston Duke. So the guy that plays M'Baku, I could just see him. Like I could see him just as like just a big, with Stark, just a big roadie. Like,
I was about to
just,
do our school chant. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, but General Ross is Sam Elliott, keeping it from my Avengers cast. I love Sam Elliott in Ang Lee's Hulk. I think he looks like a mean Ross, so I'd like to see him as that. Nick Fury, also keeping it like the Avengers. A lot of cast is from them, but Denzel Washington, a nice big fucking name for Nick Fury. And then actually Crimson Dynamo or Anton Vanko. I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna fuck his name up, but I'm gonna show you the picture. So. Elia Baskin, the dude from Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah,
Where's my rent?
Right.
Where's my rent?
You'll get your rent when you fix this fucking door.
Yeah. So Elia Baskin, I would just love to see him. I haven't seen him since Spider-Man 2, honestly, and Spider-Man 3.
Hey, that'd be like
a
low-key good cameo too, because like technically.
Yeah. And so I would love to see him in the Russian. Like he's a lot older. He's 74 now. Yeah. So just to have his, you know how they do Tony, like just his head and a lot of CGI, but like just to have him and he opens up and he's like, you killed my boy, and he's actually Russian. Like he's actually a Russian actor. So I think it'd be better than having someone like fucking like Kraven the Hunter. What's his dude's name?
Kraven the Hunter?
No, fucking. When they get non-Russian people to do Russian accents, like I really liked when they, because then you can hear it sometimes. You're like, you're.
You want to know what's funny about
you're
that?
Not actually Russian.
In the MCU, because I'm a big watcher for like reaction channels. There's this girl. Her name's Dasha Reacts. She's Russian. She's from Ukraine or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
She was watching. She got to the point where she was watching Civil War. And in the opening, they're talking to Bucky, and she's like, "What the fuck are they saying?" She's like, "This is not the Russian." She's like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
Not the Russian.
And in my head, I'm thinking, wouldn't you hire actual Russian people to
Russian
be the
to do
soldiers?
it, yeah.
And then they would tell you like, "Hey, this isn't how it's like sound." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just to get it right.
But
they
guess
weren't
not.
thinking
Like,
about
what
that.
the fuck?
No, They weren't thinking. But that's why I wanted someone like an actual Russian. I didn't want to get like Russell Crowe or like someone like a big actor that can do a cool voice. I wanted like an actual, to give some light to him. And I think he's so hilarious in Spider-Man. He's like, my rent, and he's like, all I got is $5. Oh, okay, thank you. And he's like wiping his ass. He's like, oh, do you need the restroom? And he's like, make sure you call the girl. Say, you are a good woman. I am a good man.
Thanks,
That's
sir.
it. That's it. So I fucking would love to see him as like Crimson Dynamo.
Yeah.
And I kind of think he fits like the father of Anton if I was to get that old dude from Iron Man 2. But that's mine. That's mine. I wanted to keep it pretty like a close street tier kind of, villain. I didn't want to do like the Mandarin again or like anything really big with him like the Ten Rings, but
You mean the actor? He's not the actual Mandarin.
Well,
He was just an actor.
There's this Iron Man animated movie, Iron Man and the Ten Rings, but like it's so fucking good. But it's like these statues come to life. He's like in China or somewhere, but it's the Ten Rings, and the statues come to life, and the big golden dragon. Like, have you seen that movie? I'll have to show it to you. I think you'd really like it. It's a really good Iron Man movie. But yeah, so that's mine. But we're gonna see if Jasean has got something better. All right, we're gonna get into Jasean's Iron Man fan casting.
Mine is called Iron Man Vengeful World. Iron Man is on a date night with Pepper. When they get home, they are on the couch talking about marriage. Suddenly, a portal opens with a tall man of bluish skin. Before Iron Man has time to react, he shoots Pepper with his portal gun and throws a card at Tony. On this card are coordinates that say, if you want to see your loved one again, come find me. Finding out these coordinates are located somewhere deep in space to a planet called Scar. Landing on this planet, there are greeters, welcoming him as the potential champion. He is taken to the Grand Master for a meeting. The Grand Master tells Tony that he's the master of combat games, and he will be holding Pepper hostage and needs to fight his current champion. Refuse, and she dies. Use my portal gun. Go to Earth to gather what you need. On the day of combat, the cage is open, and he sees a man standing there in a bat-like costume with an intimidating demeanor. The Grandmaster says, survive for 3 days. We will be watching. Before they are sent off, he looks at Pepper with concern as she's being held hostage with a woman dressed like a cat. Can Tony last 3 days with the Dark Knight of Gotham and save his beloved?
Okay. I like that. So Iron Man versus Batman.
Yes.
Wow.
But they're doing it on Scar.
Yeah. Scar is fucking awesome. The Grand Master
is known for dimensional.
Yeah, taking people. Yeah, taking people and just fighting. I love that. I mean, that's one of the biggest, like, people pick the billionaires.
Yeah.
Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne. Like, who
it's a
would
battle
fucking
of the
win?
billion.
Now, personally, I think Batman's taking Iron Man.
Batman with prep because I wanted to give them both prep time because everyone's always saying. So that's why I was like,
I saw this one podcast. I forgot who it was, but they were saying that Iron Man would smoke Batman. There's no fucking way. He's like, oh, because the repulsor, all this stuff. I'm like, bro, like
you're tweaking. Iron Man has different suits. I mean, Batman has different suits.
Different
as well.
suits.
Like,
but also you have to think about who has Iron Man defeated. Yes, he's defeated Thanos with people. He's defeated like big guys. But Batman's taken on Bane alone.
Motherfucker went hand to hand with Darkseid
alone.
Got Darkseid's respect. He said not even the Kryptonian could have done that.
Well, on top of that, he literally avoided his Omega Beam.
Yeah.
No one's ever done that except Batman.
I don't.
And I guess Supergirl because she blocked him, but he actually avoided the Omega Beam.
I just didn't. I gave him the 3-day thing because I wanted them.
Both have prep time.
They have prep time. They have 3 days to duel it out. But I also know this is supposed to be an Iron Man movie, and we both know Batman's taking the dub. Yeah, but in our heads, at the end, like they're gonna try and do something to get their girls.
They're gonna take Grandmaster. Yeah, they're both gonna work together.
So
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can see it like that. That's fucking dope. I really like that. So the main villain is Grandmaster or the dude taking Pepper?
Well, Grandmaster is tall and bluish.
Oh, okay. So that was Grandmaster. Okay, cool.
And then just threw him his card and said, come get your bitch.
Yeah, come get your bitch.
My cameos would be Happy and Alfred.
Okay, dope.
So for Happy, I want Vince Vaughn.
That would so work. That's fucking great. He's hilarious too.
For Alfred, I want James Remar, R-E-M-A-R. James Remar. I don't know. He's Dexter's dad. He also plays a butler that in Black Lightning. He's like Black Lightning's Alfred. So I think he'd suit it very well.
Sick. Okay.
For my cast, for Tony, I want Colin Farrell. I think he can pull off.
Was that from your Avengers casting, or did you do a new one?
I don't remember what I did for my Avengers casting.
Oh, you don't keep them in your notes?
No.
Oh. I save all mine in my notes, so I just went back.
Yeah, no, I deleted mine.
Oh, okay.
So I don't.
Colin Farrell's dope though.
I think he could
an
pull
older
off,
Tony.
I don't know because I was looking at pictures of him. He still
Colin
looks
Farrell's,
kind of.
Yeah, but Colin Farrell's is like he's almost 50.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I don't think he looks 50.
I don't think he looks,
like 40.
but he's getting to 50. Like,
but
he's
your
up there,
looks matter more. So
yeah.
You know what I mean, I feel like he could be like 40s.
Yeah. He could definitely pull off Stark.
But yeah,
it would be an older Stark, definitely though. It wouldn't be like a young Stark.
I'd want him to be Tony though.
Yeah.
For Jarvis, Hugh Laurie, I picked him. I think for Alfred for my Batman one. It was House.
Oh yes, House. Yeah. Okay, dope.
For the voice of Jarvis.
I like that.
For Bruce, Scott Adkins. He was in
Scott Adkins. Yeah.
Scott Adkins, John Wick 4.
Yes, John Wick. Yeah.
He's in a lot of fighting movies.
I love Scott Adkins. Yeah.
I think he could pull off
major ass.
I think he could pull
I'm
off
surprised
Bruce.
you didn't keep with your universe though. Usually you have Batman, the guy from It Ends With Us.
I know. Yeah. But I was thinking about putting him in, but I was like, I don't want to do the same guy. I was like, who else could I do? And I was thinking about people, and I was like,
well, the other ones we've always kept in our universe.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of did mine like that.
But for Pepper, Rachel McAdams from The Notebook.
Rachel McAdams.
For Selena, it's Sasha Cowell, the Supergirl in Snyderverse.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think she pulled that off. And for Grandmaster, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. Dude, Jeff Goldblum was perfect. Not gonna lie, I loved him, but Jim Carrey would just pull off that fight each other. What are you doing? Like just so fruity, but also like I think Jeff Goldblum really killed it, honestly. But Jim Carrey is so out there. And he would just be like, "You're going to fight for me," like kind of like the Riddler, like his over the top.
Yeah, that's why I picked him. I just knew
that'd be great. I fucking love that. Yours is like a blockbuster. Like Batman versus Iron Man would be fucking fire. I really like yours. But is it gonna beat mine?
Yeah.
All right. So you've heard both stories. You've heard mine, Iron Man, Crimson.
And mine, Iron Man, Vengeful World.
Which one would you rather go see? If you only had 1 quarter to go see something and you were going to get shot in the legs. So you need to go see it because if not, you're going to get shot in the legs. Iron Man versus Batman or Iron Man versus Crimson?
Part 2.
No, not a part 2. But which one would you rather see? Would you rather see, him fight the Russian and the Crimson Dynamo? Or would you rather him go against, he didn't go against Crimson Dynamo, like went against one planet. Or would you rather see him go against the Dark Knight? Honestly?
Would you want to see Iron Man fight another Russian guy? Or would you finally want to see the fight everyone's always talking about?
Yeah. I probably will go see. I'm not waving the white flag. I really like my story. It's very street tier and very Iron Man. But him versus the Dark Knight's pretty fucking fire. That'd
On
be good.
Scar?
Yeah, and Jim Carrey being Grandmaster, that'd be a hilarious fucking movie. But hey, it's not up to us, it's up to you. Tell us which ones you guys would want to see. Put all your stuff in the comments, subscribe, like, all that shit that you already know how to do. We got tons of Fancast Fridays for you to go watch, and we got tons more coming out. So, we will make sure to bring every Friday with some happiness and with some fucking cool-ass superheroes and some more shit. So, stick around.
Unsubscribe.
And make sure you subscribe, please. Hit the fucking bell or something.
Don't turn on your notifications.
Please! But anything else,
get off the
love
channel.
you guys, and thank you for being one of the inmates here at the asylum. Peace every time.